Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground. Tonight I'm going to show you a bunch of ideas with a really new cool set called Timeless Arrangements, and I just need to get my camera set up. I really like this new stamp set, Timeless Arrangements, and I have to admit that when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I love all these sentiments. It's got some really nice sentiments in it. You are so kind, you make me smile, you're my everything. And then it has a couple of nice little pieces that go with it down here, and some different flowers and leaves and things. And there's just a lot that you can do with this set. And actually, I want to pull this piece out. And I'm going to pull this out because I'm going to use those. So those are some background images that are on this set. And these are the dies that go with it. And it took me a while to figure out how to use these. So this set has these really cool rectangular dies, and they're in 3 different sizes, and I believe that the 3 different sizes fit almost all of the words around here. But then it has these images to cut out the floral images and some of the leaves and all of that. But then it also has these funny little pieces, and I'm like, well, what the world is that? So what you do is you take one of these pieces, you stamp your message. So you stamp your message, and then you add some of the flowers and the leaves behind it. So there's one piece that has a long, narrow, here we go. They have these long, narrow pieces that hide behind this. So what you can do is you take a piece and you punch out some greens for leaves. So, for example, I did this one in garden green, so I could put the leaves behind like that. And then if I wanted to use pink flowers, here's one that I did with pink flowers. So then you just layer this, and it makes some really cool pictures. So there's just some really cool things that you can do with this set, and you really just need this set, the dies, and some colored paper, and you can make a lot of different things. So there's some really cool things with this. So let me show you some ideas. This is the cheat sheet that I made, and I like to do these for each new stamp set that I get, especially the ones that have dies. I like to make this because then I know what's in the set. So here's the different pieces, flowers that are in the set. And here's the pieces that you can color. Here's the greens. And then these are all the words that this set will stamp. So there's a lot here. Just a lot of fun things. And so I wanted to show you there's several different ways to use this set. I'm not sure what the name of this embossing folder is. I can't remember now, but it's almost like a screen piece. So I have a piece of white that I cut to 8.5 by 11, and I scored that at 4 1/4, and so that will be 5.5 by 4 1/4 for the card. And I'm just going to trim this piece because it's a little bit too long. And this is one of the pieces that I did not emboss, and I'll show you why in a second. So what I think is really cool about this is you can use almost any color and have fun with this. So I'm just going to stamp a couple of leaves here. And you can either color them in, but you don't have to. And then I pre-stamped one of the flowers, so let's put that on. And I stamped that in Going Gray, which is a great color to use if you're going to, you can use your markers to color Going Gray. So I want to color these and color them green. So I have a little bit of this. Sorry, not taking time. Being as neat as I really am. So I got to the location for my daughter's wedding, which is Lord and she's getting married on the beach, so we're getting married on the beach. So we're going to the banner, and got all the details worked out. So I think it'll be a beautiful wedding. It'll definitely be a beautiful wedding. The best thing was, she never tried to decide, how are we going to get everything all decorated when on the wedding day, you need to be worried about getting your hair done and all that stuff. And she's always stuff up with me and showing me where you want things to go, and she has that great stuff. Oh, that's better. So that's great. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. So that will fit on the back of the flower petal. The embossing folder is part of the online. Oh, is that one is? Okay, I didn't realize that was part of the online exclusives. I thought that was a, okay. Thank you, Rose, for looking that up for me. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. I'm just going to stamp this right on the card. I don't think we need one of the squares. And so I'm going to put this, attach this. So this is just a quick and simple one. So this is white on white. It would be also really pretty if you did it with a light color as well. You really have to do white on white to see which message do I want to use. I will use the thank you. I have Moody Mauve here. And then this one is the Bubble Bath. So it's the really, really light pink. And then on the inside, we can put one of these little flower cutouts. Felt like my light just went dim. I'm not sure why. Okay, so I'm going to put one of the flowers down here. And we have thank you on the front, and I'm going to put I really appreciate you. Please. Yep, this is it. So the key that I found to looking at these, because there are different fonts used, is to figure out which words use the script font. And then is that word at the beginning or the end of the phrase? And that's a great way to find the phrase. So this one, for example, I really appreciate you. The really is the piece that's in script. There we go. I love these new tinsel embellishments. They're called Tinsel Gems. And there's 2 different packages of them. So I think there's 7 colors total. There's 3 colors here. And there's 4 colors on this one. Yeah, so there's 7 colors total. So let's just put a couple of those on. And let's put a couple of little ones. Oh, sorry, I've got that off the... Let's put a couple in here. Okay, so there's card number 1. Quick and easy. And I'm going to cut, let's see, do I have enough here? Yes, I do. All right. Yes. I didn't use too much. So this is a piece of Bubble Bath, and I am cutting that to 5.5 by 8. I keep saying that. 8.5 by, oh my gosh, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to square it at 4 1/4. Don't go by my measurements today. Okay, and I'm going to put that piece of white on there. And for this one, I want to use. I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia. Oops. The bubble gum. No, that might be too similar. And the Berry Burst. Actually, I think the Fresh Freesia and the bubble gum would be too similar. Okay, so I'm going to use those, and I'm going to use some leaves that are cut out of Lost Lagoon. So we have to figure out what we want our message to be first, so that we can choose the correct size of the piece that we want to use. And then we can layer these together. Okay, so hopefully that comes out straight, and I have it upside down. But as long as it's straight, it doesn't matter, correct? Because you can always flip it. Oh, Rose, you don't comprehend on a 2-minute card, I know. Rose is not known for 2-minute cards. Rose's cards are very, very detailed. So, okay, I'm going to set that aside for a minute. So let's put this all together. So I have my message. I have my greens that I want to use. So that's going to go here. And basically what you do is you just layer all of this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add our greens. So I'm going to put, where did my glue go? There it is. Okay. I'm going to put a layer of glue across this piece and lay this on top. Okay, and then, oops, I missed a piece here. And then next we can layer this on. So you don't want the pieces to cover each other up. You want, you want the different pieces to come through. So because I'm using a combination of flowers and greens, so you want to kind of alternate them. So you don't want to put this like right here because then you won't see it all. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. And actually what I might do is I think I'm going to I'll cut that there, and we'll use this piece. So this will go here. There we go. So now there's our piece. Isn't that pretty? Oh, shoot. And I smeared the ink. So let's put this on here. Grab some dimensionals. Okay, and I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to put that on here. And where did there it is. My seal is there. Let's put some flowers down here in the corner. Oops. Uh-oh. I need to use my trick. Where did my trick go? There. Hold it down until it dries. There we go. Oops, a little too light. Okay. Okay, so there is card number 2, but actually I still want to let's use some of our purple ones. Oops. And then I feel like I need something down here. Okay, so I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And this card, I have a piece of bubble gum here, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to layer that on here. So I want to cut this to 5 3/8. I have my cutter upside down, I'm sorry. So I'm cutting off screen, sorry about that. And let's see. And what I did is I tore the edge here because I like that torn look. And then let's do a small piece of this. This is Berry Burst. Actually, this is going to make it look like the Masterfully Made paper. And I'm not trying to do that on purpose. So, okay, what if I do that? I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to that. I love these new pink colors. Yay, thank you, Stampin' Up. I'm so glad to see Berry Burst come back, and I love this new bubble gum. And I do not miss Blushing Bride. It had too much brown in it for me to be pink. But anyway, okay. So let's put this on here. Ah. And then I was going to take this background and let's stamp a scrap. Okay, I need a scrap because I want to stamp off. So this is Berry Burst, and Berry Burst is very dark, so I don't want to, there we go. I want a lighter version of it, so I'm going to stamp off on that. Which message should I use? Your kindness means everything to me. And so I'm going to stamp that with Berry Burst. Shouldn't have put my ink away. Let's do Lost Lagoon again. I really like the way Lost Lagoon looks with those colors. And this is Shaded Spruce, which is a more blue green. And that looks good too, actually. Okay, we'll do that. So we need something different. We don't want to do the same thing. Okay, your kindness means everything to me. And again, I smeared the ink. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with this. The sky is the limit on this. Okay, dimensionals. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so what if so for this one, we've got these little flowers kind of hanging out down here. I almost need like a tiny little vase that I could put down on the bottom to put the flowers in. Okay, I'm going to put one of my blocks on there, except all my blocks have stamps on them. Okay, that's going to sit for a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to tie my bow. How does that look? I'm not sure that that's the exact right color, but we'll go with it for now. Okay, there we go. Put that there, and we need to do something with this too. I can tell I'm going to go through these gems very quickly. Put a couple yellow ones on. There are 3 cards that I made with the Timeless Arrangements, and like I said, those are pretty quick cards. So what I did was I just cut a whole bunch of pieces, and I can mix and match, and then there's also these flowers that you can color in as well. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this. And so thanks for checking it out for tonight. Oh, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all soon. Take care.